Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Creatively Lisa, and I am inspiring the creative within. High vibing in from Long Beach, California. This beautiful, beautiful Monday. And today I wanted to talk about something that, well, pretty much bit me in the ass last week. And so I thought I would talk about it and bring it up and see what you guys think about it and where you stand on it. Personal boundaries. Do you have them or do they have you? That's the question. I realize that saying yes is not always a good thing. More often than not, it probably isn't. And so saying yes and saying no can change your life. But or and I like and better because I hate doing the but because it takes you right back to the negative. So and knowing when to say yes or no will change your life. And so that's what I want to talk about. So last week I had a bazillion things on my plate, and I seem to have said yes to way too many things that it literally felt like my head was exploding and I couldn't stop. And I just had so much, I guess, stress or anxiety because I wasn't getting stuff done. You know, all that mental crap that our minds do and that our minds tell us. That really isn't true, that isn't real. And so I dealt with that. I went through that last week about that exact thing, saying yes and saying no. And I didn't say no enough. And what was interesting is I am listening to a podcast, and I just bought the book on it. It's pretty profound. It's on negotiation. It was a podcast with Lewis Howes and with Chris Voss on negotiation. And he was talking specifically about the differences between yes and no and how people are more comfortable with no. And so it got me to thinking about that. And I think a lot of it has to do with our everything going to the negative and the comfortable. You just say no first off before you even think about it. But at the same time, no can be a good thing as well. It can be a very positive thing. And this past weekend, I had a training at my house on vision with my team and preparing for that, getting all of that ready, getting everything done, and not knowing the difference, I knew the difference, but not taking time to care for myself to say no. And so I didn't. I said yes a lot on things and went above and beyond. I got it all sorted and it was taken care of. Nothing fell through the cracks. But boy, was it a miserable experience in the process. And that's not good. That's not good at all. So what Chris Voss said, and I found this quite profound, is that we've been bit in the backside too many times by yeses. And so now we're much more comfortable with no's. However, you can still look at no in a positive way as well. Are you opposed to something? No, I'm not. I'm okay about it. And so I think when you come at it from a different perspective, you might have a little bit more options. And so back to the yes and back to the no. I talk with so many people who are spread thin, who are hanging on by a thread, which is exactly how I felt all last week. Not one day, not 2 days, every day, all 5 days, every day. Saturday too, so at 6. And going into Sunday, 7. But it mellowed out and thanks Sunday was better. So what does that say? And I'm constantly working on things. So I bet that there is a lot of people out there that are saying yes too much and not saying no enough. Enough in their life, enough in a business, enough for their family. Just enough. I also discovered that we spend over 80% of our day, or our time at a job. And a lot of them is doing things we don't want to do. So we said yes to that. We said yes to the misery of that. Also, I discovered that 93% of the time that you will spend with your children for their entire lives will be spent in their first 18 years of life. So, with that, how many times are you saying yes to things and no to your children? Things you don't want to do and saying no to your children. With that, you have only 18 summers, 18 anything. So it really changes the perspective of things. And I took it because I have a fuzzy kid and I went, oh my goodness, I only have this much time as well. So I need to be very mindful of what I do and how we spend time together and what I say yes and no to moving forward. And so coming off of this crazy thing this past week, it's interesting today because I have more space around things and what I'm doing in the process and preparing to do. And I think that, I know that when we can say no to the stuff that's not serving us, to the people that's not serving us, to the activities that are not serving us, and say yes to what is serving us, what's here, life will change for the better. And that in itself is really all that we can do. So the next time you are making a decision on doing something or not doing something, think about it. Is this something I really want to do? Do I really like this? Do I want to do this, or do I feel like I have to do this? These are great questions to ask yourself. If the answer is, I don't really want to do this and I feel like I have to, then don't. You do not have to say yes to every single person and everything out there. You need to say yes to you. In my training, it was about a lot of everything from all kind of stuff. And people, we are pulled in so many different directions, and we don't have to be. I'm good at this side of things. I was a little lax last week on stuff, but I did say yes to my business every single day. And that was important to me. And that was important to people that I know too. That was important to me. So when, just be conscious of what you're actually saying yes to and no to. Because when you say yes to one thing, even if it's something you don't like, you're saying no to something else. And most likely it's something you do like and you do want. So you're always saying yes and you're always saying no. You can say it, you can think otherwise, but if it's something you really, really want to do, then you have to say no to the other things around you so you can work on that one thing. Whether it's a business, whether it's, you're creating art, practicing for something, it doesn't really matter. You have to say no. So to really go deep within and to have that dream, have that vision, that life that you want, you're going to have to say yes, and you're going to have to say no. And you're going to have to be all right with both, and you're going to have to know which to say yes and which to say no to. Think about that next time you're making a decision. There's a lot more to it than just yes and just no. What is this yes going to do for me? Or what is this no going to do for me? Or what is this yes going to take away? Or what is this no going to take away? And think really strongly about what you say and why, because it will make the biggest difference in your life. So when you're saying yes to one thing, you're saying no to something else, and you just got to know which is the most important. I've already started this week differently, and it feels more at peace and more calm and happier. So next time, think about it. Whatever you're saying yes to no to, Make sure it's the right thing for you and only you. And sit with those questions and think about that. And then you kind of help give yourself an idea, because when we're saying yes to us the whole time, then things will change in your life and you'll be happier on the journey. Thank you very much for watching. This one's short and sweet. And I want to thank you for watching. Please share this with somebody that might find value in it as well. And I will see you guys on the next live. Remember to always create something magnificent. Mwah. Ciao for now. Thanks for watching.